What's up, everybody? Welcome in. It's Just Talking Ball. We are now in the off-season of the 2025-26 season. First off-season program. Like I mentioned on Sunday, if you are a regular listener, we will be on regularly now on Wednesdays is the plan for Just Talking Ball. Again, it's going to depend as we continue to go through the off-season how it's going to go, but most likely these will start to be kind of recorded stuff. And then for, specific shows like draft and whatnot, we'll definitely be on live because we want to hear from the audience. But if we don't have a live show, sometimes you guys can still get involved on the website, fromthe50.com, by hitting leave a voicemail, and then you can send us an email at fromthe50show@gmail.com. I got Nick Tolley with me, back once again. We got Big Web Brutal Audio. You can see him frozen from a hotel room. So, Tolley, nothing has changed as we go into year number 9.
And it never will. It
Never
doesn't
will.
matter how long we do it.
I think it's kind of our charm at this point. You know, it's no more, no less. You just kind of expect it. So we're excited. Again, we're trying to figure out kind of what we're going to do in the offseason. I know that I want to continue the program in some capacity. I think, Tolley, I'll ask you because we're football fans first. That's why we do this thing. We don't take ourselves too seriously. But how does your fandom work when the season's over? How do you react? Do you stop, looking at football stuff altogether? Do you kind of start looking at specific tweets or podcasts? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I'll look at all the mock drafts when they come out, and I just scroll to the Bills and see who's getting mocked to them and what people are saying about them. I have been seeing a lot lately of people thinking that they are qualified to be a GM of an NFL team and saying, like, these are the people I would cut, and this is who I'm going to restructure, and we're going to do this and this. And I'm like, okay, but like restructuring really isn't that easy because the player has to agree to it. You can't just cut $12 million off of somebody's salary without them agreeing to it. Like it. And so that's where I'm like, you guys are idiots. Just stop, please.
Yeah, I almost don't understand the restructuring part. Like, how do they do they add more money on specific years? Is that why? And then they open up more cap space for like the year they want to go for it? I never understood how they actually do it.
There's a couple different ways they can do it. One of them is you can add years to the contract, and then sometimes you put the money there. Sometimes that's where like they got really creative with the whole void years thing at one point, and do a lot of that. But like I saw one today that was like, oh, the Bills should restructure Dawson Knox to save like $10 million this year or something crazy, and then trade him post June 1. And that's not a thing like that.
Yeah.
It's just not reality. So stop.
100%. I think we got Big Web. It's going to be kind of rough audio. He's on the road. Big Web, turn your camera sideways if you could. I think we do have you for at least the moment. We'll see how this goes. Big Web, how's everything going over there? Okay. This is going to be rough.
Everything's good, buddy.
We're on about a 10 second.
I did do.
Go ahead.
I put the Wi-Fi on. The Wi-Fi is on.
Yeah, it's not any better. We'll see how this goes. Big Web, do your best on it. If it's brutal, we're gonna have to just kick you off for now. But we'll keep you on. It's in and out, my man. It's in and out. So we'll go with that.
Okay.
All right. God bless. So my whole thing is I'm the same way where the season ends. And usually I'm kind of out for a while. You got college basketball going on, March Madness coming up soon, spring training, even though the Cardinals are going to suck. That's what I usually get into. But my whole thing is I want to find reasons to stay involved with what's going on in the game. And, I think kind of having eventually those conversations that Zook and I started having a little bit, like a few weeks ago when we mentioned how, fantasy football ends and football fandom takes a huge drop. I thought that was a really good point. So that's something that intrigues me for off-season talk, more in-depth football stuff. And of course, having those typical bar conversations, like if you could pick a number one fantasy squad, who would it be? But that stuff's kind of not sports radio show hack material. It's just kind of we can do better than that. So I don't want to just jump on here to jump on here. I want something to be able to bring to the audience that's different, that they expect a decent conversation, not just filling time. This week's easy. We got the Super Bowl to talk about. I don't have many takes on it, but going forward, that's going to kind of be, not just my, plan, but everybody else on the program, everybody else involved on where this offseason show is going to go. Do we want to make it more interactive and have more just kind of generic football, like trivia games? Do we want to go in depth about it? It's a hard thing to do, but with this being our first real offseason that I'm going to be locking in, I don't want to just throw shit at the wall. I want to do something that matters. So Big Web, what do you think? What's something football-wise you'd pay attention to if you can hear us on the 2 bars you got over there? Yeah. All right, we got nothing, Tolly. We got nothing. No. But anyway, is there anything else that comes to your mind? I'm putting it on the spot. This is literally a conversation about where we could take this,
I mean, we've talked about this. The NFL finds ways to dominate headlines as well, and that's part of me paying attention to some stuff now is the Bills have a new coach, and especially on the defensive side, they're changing to a whole new scheme. So free agency, everything like that is going to be crazy. It's going to be here before we know it. And like you said, the Cardinals sucking. I'm a Yankees fan, and they're running it back with literally the same team as last year. And so I don't care about spring training.
Yeah. 100%.
We'll have the World Baseball Classic to keep us entertained, but
for sure. And I think honestly doing fun deep dives about fantasy, going way early on it and figuring that stuff out, that stuff intrigues me. I just can't sit there and talk about the transactions of my big example is, the Saints let a punter go yesterday. I could care. I give 2 shits about that. I just, you know what I mean?
You don't care about the Bills signing Jalen Virgil today?
I couldn't tell you who the gentleman is or what position he plays. So no, I do not. But maybe that's something where we could have, there you go. This is why we talk this out. We have a fun transaction game where I tell you a name and you name what team that gentleman is on, and then name his position. And you get 2 points if you name both. You get 1 if you name one of them. We'll sit here all day. I mean, we won't even know. Zook might, but we won't.
Yeah, Zook will dominate. I also really enjoy the game of, is this a real player or a fake name?
Yes, that's a good one. See, this is brainstorm time. I like this.
You can even mix it up where it's it's a real name, but are they actually a football player or are they a baseball player or something else?
Right. Yeah. This is
don't throw
idea.
Hockey in there because those Russian names get wild.
Yeah, there's one. It's the guy's name's jet ski. It's SKJEI or something. I'm yeah, 100%. Or we could do a spelling bee with again, hockey players be way harder, but yeah, with football. Yeah. This is good.
I would love to see Big Web do a spelling bee on some of the football players.
Big Web, can you spell some football players' names out there, you think?
Yeah, sure. No, that's no problem. Let's see. Bjorn Borg, BJORN, BJORG.
Isn't that a hockey player? Correct?
He's a tennis player.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I didn't know. I've heard the gentleman, but it sounds like a hockey player. Bjorn Borg. Definitely. That's like a PA announcer's nightmare right there, too.
Oh, somebody's football lineman these days, Onomatopoeia is one guy's name.
Yeah. Onomatopoeia. That'd be crazy. I don't even know how to spell onomatopoeia. So there you go. That's a good start. The old from the 50 spelling bee. That could go over very well. But yeah, listen, this is good. I'm taking notes. This is partially Super Bowl recap, partially what are we doing in the offseason. Real NFL player or fake, I think is hilarious. Big Web, I still want to get you the pictures of the quarterbacks if they were women, and you can rank their hotness. That has been a viral trend, so see how that goes.
Wow. Okay.
I'll tell you what, that's what's his name? The former Jets backup quarterback. Tolly, help me out. Zach Wilson.
Sanchez?
No, Zach Wilson. Kind of a dish, to be honest, when you see the picture. Kind of a dish.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
So anyway, we'll have that fun conversation coming up. Super Bowl LX. Super Bowl 60 last Sunday. I'm trying to think of a more boring Super Bowl in my lifetime. Patriots-Rams, I will say, was a lower scoring game back in 18, 17. The only reason I think I'm skewed by it is because I had the under in that game, so I was kind of happy with the way it went, and the Rams lost. This is after they moved out of St. Louis, and I think 3 years after. So I had rooting interest in different ways. That's probably why I'm not putting it as high, but it was a pretty rough game. This one overall, though, you're waiting for the Patriots to do anything, and they just didn't, and give it up to the defensive line for the Seahawks. But let me tell you something. Their offensive line not only were dismantled, but they looked like where they weren't ready to play. Like Will Campbell, left tackle for the Patriots, not just in the Super Bowl, but the last few games in the playoffs. I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but he just looked like he was in another realm. Again, former top 10 pick, rookie season. I mean, he thought he did pretty good throughout the first part of the year. And the playoffs, I feel like I heard so many storylines about him, saw a bunch of highlights of him giving up easy rushes in the Super Bowl. It was just ugly. And Drake had no time and give it up to Seattle. Dad's been saying it all year, how good their defense is. But I thought for sure they'd find something to do, whether they simplify it, get Drake out running, which he did run for a decent amount of yards. Big Web hit that bet as well. But they just couldn't capitalize. And give it up to their defense, by the way. Kept them in that game because Darnold for a while did not look great. He had, I think, JSN.
Holding them to field goals. He held them to field goals for 3 quarters.
Right.
I mean, New England's defense did fantastic. Drake May, he had a few chances to break out in runs when he should have, and that's all hindsight's 2020. And quarterback runs, you got to get out of a grasp of a reach of a guy. It's like he should have ran. Oh, he shouldn't have ran. But shit, man, it's either you're a fingertip or not, and you're going down. So. He tried, but he needed to try more to run and open up that football game. It could have been a different game if he used his legs a little more. But as far as the boringest game you've ever seen, no doubt about it, man.
Brutal.
It was bad news. If there was no such thing as gambling on sports, everybody would have left at halftime. That's what they were doing. So they were just hanging out for bets, man.
Tolly, all I can think about is I wish the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl. I thought that so many times, and I know they didn't earn it. I get it, and they didn't even make it to the AFC Championship. Not to rub salt in the wound, but it's like you imagine Josh Allen in that game. It's just another level, and it's not because of Drake. It's just the Bills. I don't know why. I don't know why it would have been the way it was, but I know the Bills would have adjusted better. I really do.
I mean, shout out to Seattle's punter, though. He consistently put them inside the 10, and if you have to drive 90 yards, it's not going to happen. And neither team was getting first downs. That's why they kept kicking field goals, was because the Patriots couldn't flip the field.
Yeah.
By 8 o'clock, I sent a text. I was like, this game sucks. And people are like, yeah, we're all falling asleep. I was like, I am too. I thought it was 10:30 when I looked at my phone. It was 8 p.m.
Yeah, for sure. It was crazy. Let me ask you this. If Walker doesn't go for 100+ and Seattle doesn't have that defensive touchdown, Jason Myers has to be MVP. Am I wrong? I mean,
you take those two things out for sure. Yeah,
the kicker and the punter should have been co-MVPs.
How do you give a kicker MVP? But I'm sitting there in the third quarter going, how do you not give him MVP right now?
That plus 11,000 for no touchdowns was looking really good.
I was sitting there,
time.
Dude. I was kind of like going nuts because I'm like, Tolly called it out during the show and how good the odds are, and I'm like, I said I was going to sprinkle and I didn't, and I'm sitting there going, this fucking thing is going to be 9-3. It's going to happen.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Donald Grump says no, Campbell was soft all year. Patriots will move him to guard. I feel like did he have an injury this year? I really don't know, but.
He got injured at some point, and I know at least in the playoffs he was playing through the injury, which was part of it. But it's weird because like Drake has his back so much, and they seem like they're such good friends and best buds. Like it's a weird situation.
Yeah, I just feel like he was pretty good, or at least I didn't hear about him struggling early in the season, and then all of a sudden at the end of the year, I felt like I heard everything about how much he's struggling. It's like
when you're playing the Jets and Saints and Titans every week, you better not struggle.
Well, you called that. I mean, you did. You said they had an easy schedule, and I still think the Patriots are a very good team. But yeah, I mean, they had a pretty respectable run as far as opponents. They have to be pretty happy about that. So yeah, it was a wild night. I mean, I just expected more from New England, and especially when Darnold was struggling. I mean, God, that ball to JSN. Anybody that had JSN anytime touchdown, Darnold, he had what, 5 yard separation. That was gonna be about an 80-yard touchdown pass.
That was my two touchdowns.
That
Two
was it.
touchdowns for Darnold. That was it. And then my buddy Mark had Jigba to go to longest touchdown pass. That
That
would
was
have been
it.
it too.
That was it. And
Yeah.
he was open. He was wide open. It was a great route, and then he just missed him. So when I saw that, I said, this is going to be a ball game. And then sure enough, defense was key the whole time. Let's see. The 2000 Ravens-Giants Super Bowl was boring. That's from Mark Badger. Big Web, I don't remember it much. I was 6 years old. I guess it was 01 technically, because Rams and Titans were.
It was a lot of defense. Those were two huge. Lawrence Taylor was in the game. I believe Ray Lewis was in the game. A lot of defense. So that tends to be boring. Yeah.
Strahan was there too, right? He was there that early. Am I right?
Strahan, yeah, and maybe Eli, I guess, quarterback.
Eli would have been drafted in 03. I think he was drafted in 03.
Something like that.
I forgot who their quarterback was in that Super Bowl. Dilfer was the Ravens quarterback. I do know that.
I wonder if it wasn't Phil Simms, was it?
Was it
that far back?
Kyle Bowler? Is he later? Who am I? I'm thinking of the wrong team. No, that's Dilfer.
When was Kurt Warner there? Was he?
Well, Warner was still with the
first
Rams.
year.
Yeah, Warner was with the Rams from 99 to 02. Big Web, something like that. 03.
Yep.
Probably 03.
Yep. 02, and then he went to the Cardinals. I guess?
Giants and then Cardinals, I believe.
Giants, and then Cardinals. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be a fun. Tally, I'm just an idea machine over here. You kind of got my juices flowing. You got to say player, NFL career, path. You have to say either we give you all the teams and you have to guess who it is, and then like if you don't get around one, we give you the position and you do it again, or we give you an NFL player and you got to name the path. I mean, there are some receivers that you can name about 7 for.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Brandon Cooks is on that list.
Or a guy like Ted Ginn. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got to have a crazy one.
That's a good one. Amendola has a decent one, I think. Cole Beasley. Maybe Cole Beasley's only been on 2 or 3. I feel like he's been on a million teams, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, he's been Dallas, Buffalo. Was he with like Carolina or somebody?
I thought he was at least a third. Maybe I'm wrong. I just, for some reason, Cole Beasley screams like multiple teams to me, but maybe not. Maybe that's a bad example.
There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of baseball guys that jump like crazy. I think baseball.
yeah.
I think it's more baseball than football, but yeah, it's wild how they move.
I have
And some guys they just get tagged like that. Who's a basketball guy? Who's a basketball guy for the Rockets? That big guy. He played for the Lakers.
Dwight Howard. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. He's all over the place. He's probably got 7 NBA teams, maybe 8.
Yeah, I feel like every NBA player does that now. MLB, they used to have a trivia game. Barstool has it still, actually, that I watch a lot. And they had a category where you name the player based on like their path. And I'm telling you, for some reason, my brain, baseball from like 2002 until 2013, I'm rock solid. I mean, I got it. 14 through now, if it's not the Cardinals, I'm like, I got nothing. I don't know what it is, but it's like my brain when I was like middle school to early high school, like baseball tonight every weekend, like I locked in on that shit, watching the web gems and all that. It was amazing.
Where does your memory start on Madden covers?
That's a good question. I think I could
There's another juices flowing one. There you go.
I like that. I kind of want to do it now. Do you know them all? Is that why you brought it up?
2003 is like the first Madden game that I remember playing, and like I have like remember that one.
So I know 2000. I'm pretty sure was Eddie George. I want to say I know 02 was Culpepper. 03 was I should know this. Ray Lewis. Lewis is 05. 04 was Vic. 06 was McNabb. 07.
03 I think was Falk. I think Marshall
03
Falk.
was, oh my God, that hurts. St. Louis Rams. Who else, Big Web? 09 was Rodgers is 12? Anyway, we can do it. If you want to do it, we can pull it up. I'm kind of interested. Let's do it. Why not?
Those early 2010s get a little hard again, but
all right. We got a whole
one of those
page here.
I want to say it's like 08 is Peyton Hillis. I think '09 is Vince Young or something. Vince Young's in there somewhere too.
All right, so do you want to go like year by year here, or do you want to just kind of throw some out there? What do you think? Who do you think was on the Madden cover in 2000, Tolly?
2000, I don't know. I told you 2003 is the first one I remember.
So I'll go till 03 then. So 2000 was John Madden. Shocker, I should have said that. Eddie George was 2001. Culpepper was 2002. 2003, you did get Marshall Faulk.
Yeah.
2004, I got Vic. 2005, I got Lewis. 06, I got McNabb. 07, do you know who's on 07?
Sean Alexander.
Nice. 08?
Is that the Peyton Hillis one?
It's not. Peyton Hillis was 12.
Oh, he was that late?
Mhm.
Jeez.
For the Browns, yep.
Yeah, I think '09 was Favre. Who would have been?
Yep.
Was Vince Young 08?
08 was Vince
Versus
Young.
10.
09
Vince
was
Young
Brett
was 08?
Favre. Who was 10?
Ooh, that one I don't remember.
I'll give you a hint. This is a trick question.
Oh, is that the Madden 25 cover?
No, you're on the right track, but it's the dual one. It's got Palomalu and Larry Fitzgerald. That was Madden 10. Madden 11. We'll go through a couple more. Madden 11.
Yeah, see, this is where it starts to get hard again. 2011. Was that Antonio Brown?
It was not. It's not a bad guess, but he was
must be
actually
a later one.
he was 19, believe it or not. I wouldn't have guessed 19. Drew Brees was 11. And I'll give you two more. Madden 13 and Madden 25.
The Madden 25 one, I don't remember.
I think they had multiple people, too. That's not really fair.
They did. There were like 4 different versions of it.
Yeah. I think AP was there. This one shows Barry Sanders, and then my guy Megatron was on 13. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, Madden rundown, Big Web. You knew all those, didn't you?
Oh, I was all over that one. I didn't want to speak up. I didn't want to step on anybody.
So big of you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
I think there's a clip out there somewhere of Big Web trying to play Madden. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, I played Fortnite. He
played Fortnite. He's played Blitz. We'll have to get him on the sticks again, see if he can play a little Madden. Maybe that'll be a fun little off-season thing. Big Web just plays Madden against a random listener, gets his ass kicked.
He filled me full of beer and handed me a joystick, and the night was over.
I think we just let him play against the computer. It'll be entertaining enough.
How funny would this be? We put him on all Madden, and we say you can't leave until you win a game. We'd be there for a week.
Nah, just let him play regular against pro. We'll see how long it takes him to score a touchdown.
I like this. Big Web, you in?
Sure, no problem.
All right, got it.
Anything but darts.
Darts is, yeah, what are you going to do? Darts, tough showing by Big Web on the first ever Super Bowl gauntlet here on the program. He didn't hit a bullseye for 10 minutes. It's hard to do. Very hard to do. It's almost harder to not hit it in 10 minutes.
He also technically
helped me out.
He didn't get the strike either. He got a spare.
Hey, he cheated twice.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? We're just setting the precedent. You're the first one to go, too. I don't know.
I tell you what, it was very enjoyable for the audience. That's all I can say.
That's for sure. Absolutely. All right. I think, I don't really have anything else on the Super Bowl. I was very underwhelmed. The only bet I hit for the night was heads on the coin toss. So started out hot, and the rest just didn't really pan out. I had a couple parlays I felt really good about. The first half under, Big Web, check that off, free. That was a great pick. But unfortunately, I parlayed that with, Patriots plus 7.5. I'm shocked. I felt very good about that. Not even close. And then JSN 7+ receptions. He gets hurt in the third quarter. They didn't really use him. It was Walker. We said it. If they get the run game going, they're not really going to use him. And give it up to, I think Christian Gonzalez was on him most of the time, and they shut his ass down and didn't really do anything
I had just
big.
Looked because I didn't think JSN had a whole lot of targets, which I was surprised about. He got targeted 10 times. He just only caught the ball 4 times.
Right. Yeah. And I think who was like the main receiver? Barner had a decent game. Cup, I feel like had a couple big ones. Yeah.
Yep.
That was about it, though. And then it was obviously the Kenneth Walker show.
My guy Hollins, baby. Hollins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Hollins did get in the end zone. That was good. It's an odd game. I was just waiting for some fireworks, and God, that last interception that May threw. So it was 19-0. They get the touchdown to Hollins. There's 12 minutes left. You think, okay, it's a little something going on. Patriots then get another stop. You're like, there's a chance there's something happening. And Drake May threw maybe the worst interception I've seen all year. It was just a lollipop, I'm forcing this to nobody type of deal. after that, you knew it was over. Just at that point, they were just kind of like, I don't know, grasping at anything. They're just tossing it up for grabs and seeing what happens. And you could just tell at that moment they were just defeated. It was over.
Yeah.
So,
how'd your best bet do,
ask you
Big
guys a
Web?
question.
You had to be pretty close on that, right?
On what?
the best
On
bet.
your best bet.
I was very close. But I needed two touchdowns out of Darnold, and he did not outthrow May though. That was a big part of that. He had to outthrow May by 6.5 yards, and May actually outthrew him by like 55 yards. But it was all the fourth quarter shit. It was all the prevent, let him go down the field. So
Right.
that was 55 yards right there because they couldn't run the ball. That they didn't have time on the clock, so they were passing all the time. So it was that sucked how that fell out like that. But yeah, I was very close. I say that a lot, but I was very close.
We had, let's see, so New England team total under 24.5, that hit. May over 30 yards rushing, that hit. Seattle minus 2.5, that hit. The Sam 6.5 more rushing or passing yards than May did not hit, and then Sam did not get 2+ touchdowns. Correct.
Correct. He did not, and then that's that JSN thing where if he'd have just thrown that better, I think he'd have went. And that's how close you come on these things. And it was a good play. I liked it. I did hit the one bet up there, TJ, that top bubble. I hit that one, so pretty much broke even on that.
So we got Seahawks minus 4.5. Seahawks to score within 21 to 30. Patriots to score between 11 and 20. I got to tell you, crazy bet, wild bet, but it hit.
Yeah.
Fuck it, it hit.
You got so lucky that they ended up scoring enough to.
Oh, you should have seen him when Kenneth Walker. So Kenneth Walker almost screwed over on underbetters too. He ran for like a 60-yard touchdown, and Dad is screaming. I mean, this game's over. Dad's screaming at the fucking TV like it's the last play of the Super Bowl, and it would have screwed him over. I mean, the over was gonna hit if that stays.
Apparently, there was a bunch of conspiracy on that holding flag, saying that it was thrown before there was any holding because there was like 70% of the people had the over, and then the biggest prop was Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown.
That's crazy. I mean, it. Look, I'm not that guy that says, oh, it's rigged or whatever, but, sometimes I feel like Vegas might make a call. I don't know. That's kind of.
They said this game's out of hand. Let's.
The game's in hand. They're going to win anyway. Let's throw a little holding call. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you guys a general question here now. We got two teams that just went to the Super Bowl. I don't know. I've never felt this in any year. Usually when there's a Super Bowl champion, you look at that team and go, oh, they'll be back. But both of these teams, I don't think they're going to be even close to the Super Bowl next year. I really don't. What do you guys think?
I think the Patriots are. And not saying that Seattle doesn't have a chance. I think they're going to be still a top team in their division. But I think coaching goes a long way, and McDonald did a great job. But let's be real. I mean, that defense carried them, and good reason. Good for him. I think Vrabel is a fantastic coach, like a really good coach. I think May, with another year under his belt, hopefully figuring out the offensive line, I think he's going to get better. And I think the Patriots are here to stay. I don't think they're going to be Super Bowl contenders every year, but I think they're going to be up there for sure.
I think they got lucky this year. They ran up against some teams and some weather and some situations that got them there. And they're not a bad team, but I don't see them beating Buffalo on a regular basis year after year up there in that division. I don't. I think Buffalo, Buffalo's going to find the right pieces. And in New England, they got talent. They got, like you said, they got a good coaching staff. They might be able to find the right pieces. But the way these teams are equipped right now, they're not coming back. They got to pick up players. They got to make the right drafts. They got to make the right free agent acquisitions and improve their teams because they are not stellar, either one of them.
Yeah,
that's my thought.
Yeah,
I think New England will come back to like that 9-10 win mark somewhere around there. And obviously I have full confidence in Buffalo, but that division is a little weird. Now you have Joe Brady taking over in Buffalo. Will the Bills still be that same juggernaut they have been? I think Seattle's in a tough spot because they still have the Rams and the 49ers that are really, really good that they're going to have to compete with.
Yeah, no doubt. And the thing is, this year was different, if you want to say that. And maybe it's because it's the first year we've had in shit, I want to say 10 years, maybe more, that we've had like an absolute shock as far as what you thought in the preseason was going to happen and then what happened at the end of the year. I mean, teams like Detroit, Kansas City, Cincinnati, who else am I missing that missed the playoffs? Ravens, and all these coaches that are gone now, Tomlin gone, Harbaugh gone. There was 9 head coach openings at the end of the season. Like, this year was crazy. So it shows you when a year like this happens, anybody can win. You want my honest opinion on this, and this scares the shit out of me to say. I'm good now because it didn't happen. The Bears could have won the fucking Super Bowl this year the way it was. That's crazy to me because they have so many things they have to fix still, but they had a real chance the way they were playing. I mean, they could have done it. So if you think about it that way, anybody could have gotten in and gotten hot. The Texans, I think, could have won if Stroud played better. It was Buffalo, that type of year.
Yeah, Buffalo could have won. The Rams could have won. There's a lot of different shots there that could have happened. You know what I think is crazy is when we make these preseason bets in August. I can't imagine what this coming August is going to look like. Jesus,
no shit.
I mean, you got to look at the free agent moves, but who the fuck's going to win what division? You don't know. Yeah. It's getting more gray every fucking week.
It's another idea I have for Big Web. Name that coach. I'm going to show him a coach and just say, like, who is this guy? And, like, what team does he coach? He'd be like, I've never seen that guy in my life. Because I'll do the same thing for a while, to be honest with you.
I remember our preseason show this year. I asked who was going to be the Minnesota Vikings of this year from after they went on that run with Darnold last year. I don't think any of us said Seattle or New England, but those were kind of the answer.
Yeah.
They were the answers, yeah. That's true.
For sure.
That's true. No, there was some dark horses, and I don't know, shit, man. You try to pick. Well, we got a long time. We got a long off season to figure this out. But who knows? We might be saying the Atlanta word, Tolly.
Oh no, knock it off!
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's fucking February. Take it easy. We just started the off season. Blitz says Seahawks are incredibly talented. It's all about if losing Kubiak will affect them. Yeah, Clinton Kubiak takes over the Raiders head coaching position. He literally, I don't know if you saw that, he got his ass out of there the second they won. He probably went and had a beer, and he was on a plane to Vegas, like, I think that night. It was like, dude, just enjoy it for a day. Like, my God, did Brady call you and say, get your ass over here?
With your team, dude.
That's wild.
He's got to figure out what he's going to do to make Mendoza a good quarterback.
I guess, but like you can't have a couple beers after winning the Super Bowl. He literally says it on the field. The guy, I don't know if it was like official yet. Like he had never said it, but he basically told the interviewer or the reporter, he's like, yeah, you all know I'm going to Vegas. Obviously, he's like, I'm pumped. Like I'm going. Like it just like you just won the Super Bowl. Like just enjoy it for half a second. My God. You're going to go to Vegas and suck for a couple of years. Like, enjoy winning a little bit. That was kind of wild. But, yeah, I wonder, that's another, I guess, off-season conversation is what coach that took over a new job is in the best situation. I want to go more into it later, but I guess if I'm thinking right off the bat, I'm not going to say because it's Harbaugh. I'm just saying basically where the job is. I think the Giants' job is great because of the offensive talent they have. I truly think Neighbors full season, Dart year 2. I do think Scadaboo's still in a good level to help them out if he can stay healthy. But the other one has to be the Ravens, right? I mean, the Ravens' job, I feel like, was the best one out there. Is there anything else I'm missing?
Technically, the Bills. I mean, they promoted their OC, but
True. I guess I don't count it because Joe Brady was already in-house, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I agree, though. The Ravens is the next one that hired an outside candidate.
And that was Jesse Minter, is that right? Jesse Minter? Was that the Chargers DC? Am I right?
Yeah, but he was with Michigan before that for their national championship.
Okay. Yeah. I'm interested, man. I think it's going to be a fun offseason, some quarterback carousel going on, see what Mendoza's got. I mean, there's a lot of storylines, a lot of moving parts. So I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued to see what happens in Pittsburgh with Mike McCarthy taking over because I think that was a wild coaching decision. But then also, like, who's going to play quarterback? Is it going to be another year of Rodgers, or are they going to who are they bringing in? Because there isn't really anybody for them.
You have to think they brought McCarthy in to try to keep Aaron there. Like, I'm not saying the only reason. I think he's got ties. He's from Pittsburgh. Like, it's his dream job. He was freaking bawling at his press conference. It was actually pretty cool to see. But like, how do you? I don't know. Like, I feel like that's part of it, right? Because like, what is their plan? I mean, you have to get
I don't know.
Cousins.
That's
Like,
why
I don't know.
intrigued.
Like, yeah. Like, who do you want? Do you want Aaron back? I don't even know if you don't know if Aaron wants back. And to be honest with you, I'd probably take not any backup quarterback, but most backup quarterbacks than Aaron Rodgers right now. You know what you're going to get. 500 season and out bounce in the first round of the playoffs. It's just because Tomlin leaves doesn't mean you stay with the same roster and the same old ass quarterback and do the same damn thing. It's just going to happen. Like,
the most frustrating thing for a fan is when your team doesn't have a 5-year plan, and when you got Rodgers there and you know he's there for half a season, you got nothing. You got no plan. And it's got to be frustrating to them. They get a coaching change, and now they don't have a quarterback answer. I mean, it's frustrating. It's got to be frustrating for those guys. And then year after year after year, getting just one playoff game, it's a different kind of frustration than a team that doesn't get to the playoffs. But it's still at the same time, Pittsburgh's got a team of tradition, team Super Bowl winners. They're like the St. Louis Cardinals baseball. They're a winner. They got to continue to win. They're not going to take a step back. So they're frustrated up there.
But I feel like the way that they're set up right now, they're more likely to have 5 wins next year than 9.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're all just,
like you get rid of Tomlin to improve on that 9 and get better. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't either. I just and Rodgers, he's such a dick out there. He just all he does is fucking scream at his guys, and he's such an asshole, and he's not even that good anymore. It's like, go away. You know what I mean? Like,
if you can back it up, it's a whole different scream. People listen to you.
Yeah.
But if you can't back it up, you're an asshole.
Well, it's like after the Jets thing, I felt bad for him. Like he gets hurt 3 plays in, like a horrible injury. Like I wanted to see what he had. Everybody did. And he comes back, and you're rooting for him a little bit, and then they suck, and he sits there, and he goes in the post game, and he's blaming his receiver for running the wrong route by like a foot. I'm like, it's fucking football, dude. Like, it's not chess. They don't know exactly where they're gonna go. You're athletes, and he blames everyone but himself. What a dickhead! God, I love this picture of I got Hutch sacking his ass. See that? That's why I have that there. Yeah. Just see him just go down a level here. He's such a dick. I used to love watching him play, not against my team, but he's just hanging up, bro. It's fine,
Do you think the Lions try to make a move to try to solidify their quarterback position going forward? I mean, they're kind of in that boat where like they need to start thinking that 5-year plan. Like, how much longer do you have Goff?
Yeah, Goff's under contract at least 2 more years. I want to say 2, maybe 3. They're not going to think about that unless there's another. If another season like this year happens, I could see them changing something. But the thing is, he's putting up numbers. That's the hard part. I don't think there's anything worse than having your quarterback be an unbelievable regular season quarterback and then like shit in the bed when it matters. Now, I will say, in his playoff career, like he won the Lions the first playoff game that they've had since 93, 2 years ago. Got him to the NFC Championship. That game was not on him, by the way. So arguably could have won the Super Bowl, maybe should have won the Super Bowl. God, that hurts to say. And the thing I've noticed is like he does everything right, but then when he has pressure, especially in big-time games lately, he just can't get it done. Like that Washington game, divisional round when you had your number 1 overall seed, almost all him. 5 interceptions. I mean, god-awful.
Yeah.
The last game of the season, we got knocked out of playoff contention. He threw 4 or 5 picks or had 4 or 5 turnovers. It was just like, you can't do that. In games that matter, whether it's playoffs or clinching games, you cannot do that. So, yeah, it sucks, but, like, what can he do? The dude just, like, lights it up most of the time.
So you look at two quarterbacks now, Stafford and Goff, and they're both – I don't even consider these guys – I mean, Stafford's been around a long time. Goff's been around somewhat of a long time. I think Goff's about 2 years away from being in our minds as a grizzled veteran that would be a great teacher probably to a draft quarterback underneath him. I think this year, Stafford, I think the Rams need to draft a quarterback this year and let Stafford really groom this guy. And the same thing with Goff in about a year or two. I think, but I think Goff's kind of in the middle of his career, where Stafford's at the end of his career, and I just
Yeah.
think they both need to get replaced at a point. But I think Goff's still got a couple more years before you think about that.
I mean,
I
Goff
still
has been
think
in the league for 10 years. I mean, he's got drafted in 16, so it'll be, I guess, his 10th season coming up. He's under contract for 26 and 27, potential out in 28. And then I think they got an option in 28. So he's under contract and would become an unrestricted free agent at 35 years old and 29. So he's here for a bit.
yeah. I still think like that trade to me is still wild, and I still view it as kind of an even trade.
It's 100%. I mean, if you look at the list that the Lions got out of that trade, it was like Gibbs, I'm pretty sure. It was Sewell. It was Jack Campbell. I mean, the amount of first-round picks they got out of that trade was great. Huge trade for them.
Was Hutchinson one of them?
I don't think so. I think the Lions just had that because of their draft position. But let me look up it was a lot of the names I said, but let me see. Lions.
I mean, yeah, that's obviously a lot of talent, and the Rams got the Super Bowl out of it, but like Goff has been serviceable for I don't think they would have thought that they would have had Goff this long. I think if you said, hey, you get Goff this many years and make it to a championship game and all that, Detroit would have been like, heck yeah, we sign up for that.
100%.
I didn't think Goff was going to be this good, and I know he's
No.
inconsistent, and he throws some picks, but I didn't, and he fumbles. Well, he's got a lot of shit, but anyway, he can hit the receiver too, though.
Yep.
I didn't know he was going to be. I didn't know this trade was going to be even. I would think of it as even also.
Yep, 100%. So it looks like the Lions got Goff, obviously, in the trade, and then so the Rams gave them 2 first-round picks and a third-round pick with Goff for Stafford straight up. So the Rams the Lions got with other trades throughout those picks as well. Jameson Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, Josh Pascal, Broderick Martin, and Melifonwu, who's no longer on the team, but he was pretty solid when he was here. But Gibbs, J-Mo, and Sam Laporta right there, and Goff. It's pretty damn good. Pretty good.
I mean, shout out to the GM for hitting on those picks, because those could have been 3 people you've never heard of.
Well, the thing
And
is,
you could have been. All could have been Pascals.
well, and if you see everybody that chirped Brad Holmes whenever they drafted Gibbs that high, they're like, why do you draft a running back that high? I think the dude's the fucking best running back in the league. If you see something, take a chance.
Well, James Cook, hold on now.
Hey, okay, let's not do this. Let's not do this. I'll win for sure, but it doesn't matter.
Who had the most rushing yards last year?
Listen, like you take your guy, I'll take my guy. It's all I say. I'll take my guy all around. It's fine. It's fine. But I like what the Lions have. I think Holmes is going to be able to keep building that team. The thing about Goff that gets me is, and this is going to sound, obvious because every quarterback needs protection, but like there's quarterbacks in the league that can make something happen if everything goes to shit. I mentioned it before. Josh Allen's one of them. Lamar Jackson's another. Patrick Mahomes pretty much is another one. He's not as mobile, I feel like, as he used to be, but still is just a magician back there. Goff's not that guy. If Goff is under pressure, I always call him a gazelle to be funny. I think gazelles are fast, but he's not fast. He just can't get out and run. So when he has pressure, he can't get out of the pocket and do what he's supposed to do like other quarterbacks can. And yeah, he can fire it. I mean, I think he's top 5 in the league the way he throws the ball on play action when he's got enough time. But if he doesn't have time, he can't escape. So that's kind of the game in the NFL now. So if it doesn't work out next year and you miss the playoffs, God forbid again, and he's the reason, yeah, I would start thinking about replacing him. But it's a hard spot. I still like him. I still think he's capable of getting them to the promised land. But, it's when are you gonna make a decision like that? I don't know. Big Web's I could go in about the Lions for a long time, and we'll save that for another program because I'll get fired up for sure. But
no, all good, man, all good. Boys, I got some other duties I got to attend to tonight, so appreciate it. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Other duties? You mean go to sleep? You're literally in a hotel room.
No. I actually have 2 bids due.
That
I got to have them in there first thing in the morning, and I have no first thing in the morning because I have an early appointment. So
well, there we go.
So,
all right. Well, guys, I appreciate it. We'll wrap it up. Talia, any last minute thoughts?
No.
All right, sounds good.
No, I don't have.
It's just simple.
I mean,
no.
Big Web's throwing me off here. Making it
I know. Yeah, I know.
friend or something appointment he's got going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, you can't say those things sitting in a hotel room, Big Web.
Yeah, like I got other things going on in the background. It's like some shirtless gentlemen or something.
It's just me in here.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Hit the follow button on TikTok or also on YouTube from the50.com. We will see you guys next week for JTB. Thanks very much. Talk to you soon.